I talked to everybody in my group. We had 35 infielders here, I think. Okay. I talked to everyone in my group. I'm working with my group. Now I'm peeking and I'm looking at the other groups, but I'm really focused on my group. And if you're in my group, every time you feel the ball, for the most part, I give you feedback, correct? So I say, good job. I say, time up your left foot better. I say, get in better posture. I say, get into the ball more. There's right every time you go, I say something, whether good or the mistake that you made and what you need to correct. So, what am I doing there? I'm teaching you, but what am I really doing? I'm trying to hold you to a certain standard where it's every rep is very important. So, I don't let you take any reps off, do I? No, none of the coaches do. I'm not just saying it's me. When you have a coach with you, we're holding you to a certain standard. What is a standard? An expectation. Oh, that's a good word right there. That's pretty good. Was that Liam? A couple guys. Okay, an expectation. We expect you to, when it's your turn, to do it the right way, right? Or at least try to do it the right way. You might not always do it the right way, but you're trying to do it the right way. Now, you shouldn't just have that standard when you have a coach. You need to be able to hold yourself to a standard when you're alone. So, for instance, when we did catch and tags, we talked about a lot of things, but what was the way I told you to catch and tag? Let it travel, okay. What else? Yeah, so I said, let it travel, catch the ball, and I said, down, make the tag, and get it out of there, right? There's different ways you can tag depending on how the runner's sliding, if he's safe or out, and all that stuff. But for today, it was let the ball travel, catch, tag, down, up. Now, when I went over there and I'd watch, I saw a lot of this. Nick, can you flip me a ball? I saw a lot of this. Is that down and up? No. That's just, I'm just going through the motions. So are you holding yourself to a standard or an expectation of doing things right? No, you're just kind of doing it. But there's some guys in here that when I look over, it's like, right? They're doing it right. So any sport, anything you do, it's all about the standard that you hold yourself to. When nobody's watching, it's easier to do it when I'm watching you and you're like, oh, coach is watching me. He's rolling me the ball. I got to do it right. But what happens when you go to a tunnel that has a machine shooting it at you and now you have a chance, oh, no one's watching me, right? Now I can just do whatever I want. Some guys, Bobby McGrath, I'll throw his name out there, does it right every time. He holds himself to a certain standard. He's not the only one, but he's one guy that comes to mind. And when I went over there, guess what my dad said? He goes, you know, Bobby's a catcher. He goes, but you could play him at any position. He does everything right. You know why? Because he wants to do everything right. He works at it, right? And there's some guys that aren't. So the Pittsburgh Steelers, they have a saying. Mike Tomlin, anyone know what that is? His saying, one of his saying is, the standard is the standard. What does that mean? So Pittsburgh, when you go to Pittsburgh, anyone know what Pittsburgh does every year? They win. They don't win the championship. That's hard to do every year. But what do they always do? They win. Has Mike Tomlin ever had a losing record? Never. When anyone plays Pittsburgh, every team knows what to expect. You're going to go in there, they're going to play hard, they're going to punch you in the face, and may the best, toughest man win. They don't always win, but they play a certain way every time. He's been there forever. He has different players that come in, and guess what? Everyone that comes in does what? They have a high standard, they perform to their standard. If they don't, where do they go? Even worse, leave. Go play for the Raiders, go play for somebody else, but you won't play for Pittsburgh. That's the whole point. So that's his saying. I think it's a really good saying. So you've got to hold yourself to a high standard. Kobe Bryant, when he went and shot, he didn't just go and shoot and say, well, I'm just going to goof around. No, no, no. Michael Jordan, no, no, no. LeBron James, no. Tiger Woods, no. Derek Jeter, those guys, they don't just go through the motions. Like, those are the best of the best, obviously. You're 10. You don't have to hold yourself to Kobe Bryant standard, okay? The guy shot 8,000 shots a day, probably. But you cannot just be like, well, whatever. Because if it's whatever, it's never going to get better. Okay? That's my long spiel for the day.